everyone. Welcome to A1 Tutor live class and welcome to mathematics class once again. I hope you guys are doing very good. All right. So welcome. Thank you for your responses. Thank you. You are welcome, everyone. This is another time again to meet and to learn smarter. Okay. And also our YouTube followers, we say thank you for always sharing our video and for your comments. We really appreciate. And for those who are probably this is the first time that you are watching our videos, please do well to click the notification bell, click the subscribe button so you can have updates and you can receive notifications anytime we upload our videos. All right. The notification bell doesn't bite. Just click the notification bell and get notifications of our video. Thank you. So today we're going to continue the topic we started this week, which is inequality. Inequality. I believe we can still relate again with this picture. This was the picture we used to explain the concept of inequality. This was a picture we used to explain the concept of inequality, where we are referring to this man as Mr. A and this man as Mr. B. And we said the portion of food given to Mr. is A is greater than B because the portion of his food is actually more than that of B. And also we said that B is less than A. So with this, we have the concept of inequality. So we explained the concept of inequality. We also went ahead to consider the hints and tips when solving inequalities. We considered that. We said when you multiply or divide both sides by a negative integer, your inequality sign changes, okay? We also consider the inequality sign we have. We said we have two categories of inequality sign. We have the weak inequality and the strict inequality. So the strict inequality is this and this, while the weak inequality is less than or equals to or greater than or equals to. All right, we went ahead to solve some question based on inequality in one variable. Based on inequality in one variable. We also consider the graphical representations of inequality. That was where we stopped, the graphical representation of inequality. So for today's class, we are going to start with that. We are going to brush through the graphical representation. Then after that, we move to inequality in quadratic expression. Inequality in quadratic expression. I believe we are ready for today to learn in a smarter way. All right, let's have it. Now let's start with revising the graphical representation of inequality, which we did the last class. Graphical representation of inequality. All right, so let's say we have the question. Minus 4 is less or equals to x or less or equals to 4. And we are asked to represent this on the graphical. We are asked to represent this on a number line that is representing this expression of inequality graphically. What we need to do is to draw the number line, which we know from secondary school, from junior secondary school, your number line. And we have this here. We have the neutral, which is what? 0. Then this place is for the positive integer, while this place is for the negative integer. All right. So we have 1 here, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5. And here we have -1, -2, -3, -4, let's say probably -5. Now what I have to do is to identify 4 and identify -4. All right, we have to identify the two numbers in that question. So where is minus 4? We have minus 4 here, and we have 4 here. So we draw a line to connect both of them. Now we come to check the inequality sign. This one is a weak inequality sign, which is less than or equals to. Less than or equals to. So less than or equals to means we are going to shade this. This represents less than or equals to. If you check this also, it is less than or equals to. That means we are going to shade this portion. All right. So which implies that the value of x, the ranges of x is -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is all. That are the range of what? The range of x. The possible range of x is what I've ticked out with the black ink. Okay, I believe that is clear to us. If yes, please thumbs up. We are moving on. Okay, thanks for your response, Emmanuel. Can we proceed? Or Enoch, is it clear to you? Can we proceed? Can we proceed? Okay, let's proceed. All right. Now let's proceed to today's business, which is solving inequality in quadratic equation. Solving inequality in quadratic equation. So permit me to wipe the board. Inequality involving quadratic. Inequality inequality involving quadratic expression. Inequality involving quadratic expression. And I believe we are familiar with what a quadratic expression is. A quadratic expression is ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, this is a quadratic expression. So that's what we want to consider, how to solve inequality of a quadratic expression. Or we have solve the inequality, solve the inequality y squared minus 3y greater than 18. Y squared minus 3y greater than 18. Okay, let's proceed. Y squared minus 3y greater than 18. Now what we need to do is to collect the like terms. Just like we are solving a normal quadratic expression, we need to collect the like terms. If this guy moves inside, we are going to have what? Minus 18. That is y squared minus 3y minus 18 is greater than 0. All right. Now we need to solve this quadratic expression. And to do that, we are going to take the product of the first and the last time. This is first time. This is the last time. And this is the middle time. So I need to take the product of the first and last time, which is y squared times minus 18, and that is minus 18y squared. The product of the first and the last time is minus 18y squared. Minus 18y squared. Now let's get the factors of 18y squared. That is numbers that can actually divide 18y squared. They are the factors of what? 18y squared. So let's consider those factors. Factors of minus 18y squared. Let's keep mentioning numbers that can divide 18. So what we need to do is, okay, 3. So that means if I have 3 and 6, 3 and 6 will give me 18. Okay, another number. Okay, we can also have 2 and 9. All right, 2 and 9, that should give us 18 also. 2 and 9, that should give us 18. Now let's stop there. We have x at the back of all the factors, x and x. Now because it is minus 18, that means you have to give minus to one of your factor. Okay, you have to give minus to one of your factor. Now looking at the first factor, 3 and 6, when we add it together, we must get the what? The middle term, which is minus 3y. Okay, which is what? Minus 3y. It should be y, then y, because you are working with the variable y. Now, if you are adding two of the factors together, you must get the middle term, which is minus 3y. So, which of the factors can we use? Is it 3 and 6 or 2 and 9? Then which of the number will be having minus? Is it 3 or 6? Because when you add it together, you must get minus 3y. 3 and 6. Thank you for your response. Now, we give minus to who? Should we give minus to 3 or minus to 6? Of course, we are going to give the minus to 6. So when we give the minus to 6, we have 3 minus 6. The answer is what? Minus 3y, which is what? The middle term. Minus 3y, which is the middle term. So we are going to replace the middle term with this factor. We have now y squared plus, because the sign here is plus 3y minus 6y. That's this. Okay. Then we have minus 18, which is the constant we have here before. 18 is greater than 0. Grouping by 2, we have y squared plus 3y close bracket minus into bracket 6y minus 18 close bracket greater than 0. Now what is common to y squared and 3y? What is common is letter y. So if I factorize letter y, I'm going to have y inside the bracket, then plus 3 close the bracket. So I'll factorize y out of this expression. All right. Now take note that anything you have in the first bracket must also be what? Represented in the second bracket. So 6y and 18. What is the common factor? What is the common factor between 6y and 18? I need your response. I need your response. What is the common factor between 6y and 18? Okay, 6. So we have 6 in bracket y. Now it's going to be minus or plus. Of course, it's going to be plus inside the bracket. So plus 3 close bracket greater than 0. You know, when you use the minus the bracket, when you use the minus to open the bracket, you are going to get the same expression back again. Okay, now let's pick the common one. The common one is this and this, so we're going to write it first. Y plus 3, then into bracket y minus 6 is greater than 0. Is greater than 0. So we'll go ahead to simplify. We have y plus 3 is greater than 0, or y minus 6 is greater than 0. By collection of like term, y is greater than minus 3 or y is greater than 6. So this will be the what? The expression. Y is greater than minus 3 or y is greater than 6. I believe that is clear to us. Is that right? Is the explanation clear to us? The first explanation. Okay, thanks for your response. Okay, a quick one. Please, if this is the first time you are watching our videos on YouTube, please click the subscribe buttons for you to get notifications of our video. Please click the subscribe button. It doesn't bite, okay? Just and click the subscribe button. Do well also to like our video on YouTube channel. Thank you. So this is the first question that we solve on inequality involving quadratic equation. And I believe that is clear to us. So let's do well to proceed to the next that we have, the next agenda that we have for today. And that will be solving of UTME questions. Solving of UTME questions that has to do with inequality. Solving of UTME question that has to do with inequality. So let's permit me to actually clean the board or wipe the board. Can I do that? If yes, please signify. We are taking questions on inequality from UTME. Solving UTME questions. Solving UTME questions on inequality. On inequality. Now let's go. The first question on UTME. The first question. Solve the inequality. Solve the inequality. That's UTME question 2016. Solve the inequality minus 6 less or equals to 4 minus 2x less than 5 minus x. Okay, that's the question. Let's go ahead to solve this question together. We have this expression we are asked to solve. And to do that, we need to split it into two. We'll pick this first. We consider this expression first, which is minus 6 less than 4 minus 2x. Okay, if I do correction of like terms, if I take this to the other side, I'm going to have 2x less or equals to 4. If I take 6 also to the other side, minus 6 to this place, I'm going to have plus 6. And that will give me 2x less or equals to 10. X is less or equals to 10 divided by 2. X is less or equals to 5. I believe that is clear to us. X is less or equals to 5. All right, so x is less or equal to 5. We've solved this part of the expression. Now we need to solve the other part of the expression by considering this expression with the other part, which is 5x, 5 minus x. 4 minus 2x is less than 5 minus x. So that's the next expression to solve. Then we are going to merge the answer together. 2x less than 5 minus x. Now, how do you go about solving this? We need to collect the like times. We need to collect the like times by taking variables of the same alphabet to one side and constant, which are numbers without letters, to the other side. So to do that, we need to bring minus x crossing the inequality sign, minus x crossing the inequality sign. We are going to have minus 2x, minus x crossing the inequality sign. We are going to have plus x, because the inequality sign also functions like the equal sign. So if any variable or number is crossing the inequality sign, the variable or the number will have a change of what? Of sign. So minus changes to plus. The minus changes to plus. We have less than. Initially, we have 5. Now let's move 4 also. The sign of 4 here is plus. So when we are moving into the other side, we are going to get minus 4. So plus 4 is moved to this side. We are going to have minus 4. So we have minus 2x plus x is less than 5 minus 4. Minus 2x plus x should give us what? Minus 2x plus x. What will be our response? Minus 2x plus x. Minus 2x plus x. What will be our response? Our response will be minus x. Our response will be minus x is less than. Subtract 4 from 5. 4 from 5. We are going to have 1. Subtracting 4 from 5, we are going to have 1. But it is not allowed in inequality to have a sign beside the variable, because x here is the variable of focus. We are focusing on letter x. So the minus beside x has to be taken away. Not just like that, we have to do some arithmetic to remove the minus from x. And what we are going to do is to multiply both sides by minus 1, multiply both sides by minus 1. All right, we are going to have minus 1 in brackets minus x is less than 1 in brackets minus x. So we are multiplying both sides by minus 1. Minus times minus, we say we have plus, which is also the same thing as minus cancel minus. So 1 multiplied by x, if minus cancel out minus, 1 multiplied by x will be x is less than. Now, is it going to be less than? Of course, no, because we have actually multiplied both sides by a negative integer. And the first tip I gave us when we started this topic is that when you multiply both sides or you divide both sides by a negative integer, the inequality sign will reverse. So if it was greater than, it will change to less than. If it was less than, it will change to greater than. Now we are having less than in the question, but because we have multiplied by minus 1, the inequality sign will change from less than to greater than. It will change from less than to greater than. And we have 1 multiplied by minus 1, we are going to have minus 1. We are going to have minus 1. Now, how do we write the final answer? How do we write the final answer? We are going to express the final answer in this way. We need to merge the two answers together to have the final answer. The first solution and the second solution, we need to merge it together. Here we have x is less than or equals to 5, and here we have x is greater than minus 1. So by comparison, we have 5 and we have minus 1. 5 and minus 1. Which of the two numbers is lesser? Which of the two numbers is lesser? Is it 5 or minus 1? Is it 5 or minus 1? Which one is lesser? Is it 5 or minus 1? Waiting for your response. Is it 5 or minus 1? Minus 1 is lesser. Thank you, Enoch. Minus 1 is lesser. So which implies that we are going to deal with the first number to be the lesser number, which is minus 1. So minus 1 will be written first because it's lesser. All right. Now you check the inequality sign that was connected to minus 1. The inequality sign is a straight inequality sign. I told you that this and this are classified to be straight inequality sign, while this and this are called the weak inequality sign. So the inequality sign of minus 1 is a straight inequality sign. It was greater than in the expression, but now we are going to have it as less than. Then the variable we are working with is x. We have your x here. Now we move to the next number, which is 5. The next number, which is 5. Before we can write that of 5, check the inequality sign also. It is what? A weak inequality sign that we have. So we have less than or equals to, less than or equals to 5. Less than or equals to 5. So this is the final answer. Minus 1 is less than x, less than or equals to 5. Less than or equals to 5. I believe that is clear to us. And this, we can be asked to represent this on a graphical method or probably a number line. You can be asked to use a number line to represent this. And we have discussed that in the previous class. So in case you are not part of us in the previous class, do well to visit the A1 Tutor YouTube channel and watch the detailed video on inequality. Then to save yourself of stress, it's better you subscribe on the YouTube channel so you get notifications of our videos. So just ensure that you subscribe on the YouTube channel. Press the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next question. This is the first question that we've solved on UTME. Let's pick up another question again. I believe this is clear to everyone. So can we proceed to the next question? If yes, please thumbs up. And also permit me to wipe the board so we can have the next question. All right. Thank you for your responses. So we'll move on to the next question. Question 2, we are still solving question on inequality, UTME question on inequality. So question 2, we are going to pick up another question. And this time around is going to be in fraction, a question that is in fraction. Solve the inequality, solve the inequality, solve the inequality x over 2 plus 3 over 4 less than or equals to 5x over 6 minus 7 over 12. So this is the question we want to solve. Is UTME question 2014, and we are asked to solve this question. This time around, it is not a linear expression, but it is expressed in fractions. So it is always advisable to transform it from fraction to linear. And how do we do that? We need to take care of the question again is x over 2 plus 3 over 4. I believe we can see the board clearly now. 5x over 6 minus 7 over 12. Okay, now the first thing we need to do with this question is to get the LCM of the denominator. The denominator, we have 2, 4, 6, and 12. We have to get the LCM of the denominator. And what is the LCM of 2, the LCM of 2. What's the LCM of 2, 4, 6, and 12? The LCM of 2, 4, 6, and 12. What's the LCM? The LCM should be a number that can divide all of this denominator. Okay? The LCM is 12. Thank you for your response, Alima. Thank you for your response. All right. Now, if the LCM is 12, the question has been solved. Okay. All we need to do is to multiply through by the LCM, which is 12. And we are going to have this multiply through by 12. And that will give us 12 into the bracket x over 2 plus 12 into the bracket 3 over 4 is less than or equals to 12 into the bracket 5x over 6 close the bracket minus 12 into the bracket 7 over 12. Now we've multiplied through by 12. As we can see, 12, 12, 12, then we have 12 also here. So that will make the work easier. Now we need to divide. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So we have 6 here. 4 divided by 1 is 1. 4 divided by 4 is 1. All right. Now 12 divided by 4 will give us 3. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 12 divided by 12 is also 1 here. So let's write the remaining expression that we have. Now the expression has been reduced to 6 in brackets x plus 3 in brackets 3 less than or equals to 2 in bracket 5x minus 1 in bracket 7. All right. Now we have to expand by removing the brackets. We have to expand by removing the brackets. 6 multiplied by x is 6x plus 3 multiplied by 3 is 9 less than or equals to 2 multiplied by 5x. That will give us 10x minus 1 multiplied by 7 is 7. Now we have the linear expression. We can go ahead to solve the inequality now by collection of like term. Okay, our first class, when we started this live class, I told you that it is always good to understand collection of like term, like you are dealing with families. So when you have x here, we are dealing with families of x. So families of x will come together, then other variable or probably other constants that do not have x is another set of family. So they have to be together also. All right. So if I'm having 10x here, I'm having 6x here, that means 6x and 10x are of the same family. So we need to bring them together. So that's what we are going to do now. If I pick this 10x is a family of x to the other side, cross to the other side, it is plus 10, it will change to minus 10. It will change to minus 10. So I'll be having 6x minus 10x less than or equals to, what we have left here is minus 7. Let's also bring the family of 7, which is this 9, is the family of 7 because it has no alphabet. So 7 and 9 are called constants. Numbers without alphabet or a variable is called a constant. So if I pick also plus 9 to this other side, I'm going to have minus 9. I'm going to have minus 9, minus 9, and that is subtracting this from subtracting 10x from 6x. We are going to have minus 4x less than or equals to minus 7 minus 9. That should give us minus 16. You are owing 7, you are still owing another 9. That means in total, you are owing 16. So owing means you are what? Actually having a negative sign. -6, -7, -9 is going to be -16. The law says that add the numbers together and give them their sign. So if I add this together, I have 16, and their sign is what? Minus. So I'll just add minus in front of it. That is -16. So to finalize the response, I need to divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is what? -4. The coefficient of x, which is what? -4. I will have -4x over -4, okay, less than or equals to, no, it's not going to be less than or equals to, because we are dividing by -4. So the inequality sign will change to, greater than or equals to, greater than or equals to -16 over -4. So minus cancel minus, 4 also we cancel 4. So we are left with x is greater than or equals to, minus cancel minus, 16 divided by 4 is 4. So the answer is x is greater than or equals to 4. X is greater than or equals to 4. Let's try to represent this on a number line. This is the number line. We have the neutral, which is 0, the negative part, which is -1, -2, and the positive part, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 5. All right. So we have this. We are going to represent the expression x greater than 4 as a number line. And we need to first indicate this 4 on the number line is a positive value. So where can we have 4 on the number line? This is 4. Now we are dealing with greater than or equals to. And I said it last class that when you have the symbol greater than, your direction of arrow goes this way. And when you have less than, the direction of arrows go this way. Now, because what we have here is greater than, the direction of arrows will go this way. And we don't stop here. It is greater than or equals to. That means I need to shade this place. This represents that it is greater than or equals to. It is greater than or equals to. And the possible values that are going to be greater than or equals to 4, the possible values are 4, 5, 6, 7, up to infinity. Numbers that are equals to 4 or greater than 4 starts from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to infinity. I believe this example is clear to us. If yes, please let's kindly react. The second question that we just solved is clear to us. Please, I need your reactions. The second question that we just solved is clear to us. Or if you have a question on it, you can drop your question in the chat box. Okay, thank you for your responses. Now, I'm going to say this, that practice make perfection. I want us to keep practicing questions on all topics we have been doing. And to make that very easier, make use of the A1 Tutor app. You already have questions that have been collated together, which are UTME questions. So go ahead to keep solving them every day. Okay? Make use of the CBT section of the app to practice and practice and practice. When you get familiar with all these things, it's going to be very easy to have a very high score in your UTME exams. All right? Okay. Please also, I want us to tell our friend about the A1 Tutor app. Let them also benefit from what you are benefiting, because this is free. No payment, no subscription. All this package for you at no cost. So you should not be the only person that will be enjoying this. Tell your friends to download the A1 Tutor app and also join the live classes. I think that will be a good gesture from you towards your friends. All right, tell them about the app, and also tell those your friends that were unable to join today's class that it will be available on the YouTube channel A1 Tutor. Once you type A1 Tutor, you have the list of all videos that we have uploaded so far, and we keep uploading on daily basis. And that is why it's going to be wise enough to subscribe on the YouTube channel to get notifications of our videos. Do well to subscribe on our YouTube channel, and do well to like and comment. Do well also to rate our app on Android. Do well to rate our app. Thank you. See you next time, and see you next class. Bye.